Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. The Jumbo Shrimp look for Jason Big Daddy gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
It's pretty easy to see why this guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. He has a ridiculously good whip. How about under .5 on the season? Do you have any idea how hard that is to do that? He's nearly impossible to reach base on. He doesn't walk hardly anybody, and he's awfully tough to get a hit off of. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
The pitch. First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
So digging in now, Enrique Flores. And he has been, pardon the cliche, in fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses 1-1. Big Daddy isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up. 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom of the. Digging in now, Preston Burke. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder.
First pitch on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. So guys, our visitors is into the box now. Mark Barker. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Upchurch onto the grass, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Ready now, Lucius Hippern. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Lucius Hippern goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
A ball and 2 strikes now. A little low. It's 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
A little bouncer. Here's another 2-2. And it's fouled away. Reed is over to take a look, and that's going to land foul. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears it. In now, Rich Olson. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Balls up.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Set to get his day started, Mel Templeton. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First delivery to him on the way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Breaking ball in for a strike. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Skied into very shallow right. Burke is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hunter Durham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
1 out, nobody on. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he will knock this ball down. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Can't. Stepping up to the plate, Mark Barker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Soft liner towards short, and this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Lucius Hippern.
Now batting, right fielder, Lucius Hippern.
First delivery to him on the way. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jason Big Daddy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. 0-1 the count. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit in the air down the left field line. Olson on the move. Makes the play, one away.
Play ball.
Leading off the inning, Rich Olson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Fly ball right down the line in left.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. Sixth inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this sixth inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The sixth and seventh innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
Right over the middle, knee high. really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets fouled. 0-1. The 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Hunter Durham, runner in scoring position with two gone. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Olson at second with two down. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Ready once again, Enrique Flores. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Straight up, straight up.
High pop up. Big Daddy will do this himself, and that's the first out. Ready for another shot now, Lawrence Ponson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ball one.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. One and two now. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kramer is in pursuit. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. Striding in once again, Mark Barker. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And he's got another one here. 12. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jason Big Daddy. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Striding into the box, Mark Matheson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
And you know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Hit on the ground is short. One there on the first, but no, not in time as he really took a tumble at second base, letting go of that ball. Stepping in, Mel Templeton. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Andy Schweitzer come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Andy Schweitzer.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Rose is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's no run. Standing in, Hunter Durham. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. At the plate, Enrique Flores. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are more capable of that than others. But not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Lawrence Ponson. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He brings it in, and they continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over. A 2-0 finish today. The Jumbo Shrimp took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Jason Big Daddy earns his 5th winner of the year, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Jumbo Shrimp. 2 runs on
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role. Always looking to fill needs, clubs will explore, and when team needs collide with a player's this player with strong convictions finds out a team can have convictions too. A benched prospect receives a call from his advisor, who wants to see his advisee get back on the playing field. His counsel, patience, and flexibility. The player has reservations about being moved from his preferred role. The road to the show is not always a straight or predictable one.
Jason Big Daddy takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 39.
Coming to the plate now, Carlton Navarro. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Carlton Navarro becomes the first out in the 9th inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter.
Digging in the switch hitter, Felipe Oliveira. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. This one's down to third. Adames ranges to his right. On to first, and that's your ball game. Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Alex Wimmers earns win number 4 on the season. Jason